Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our judges. Me, Dorothea, and my teammates Noemi, Norbert, and Gerger will try to present our solution for the dual packaged food Canada's case. Next slide, please. Nowadays, the economy is facing many problems. One of them is food wasting, and it affects everyone, producers, retailers, consumers, and the planet. This problem is mostly caused by not effective supply chain management and overstocking. Approximately 58% of all food produced in Canada is wasted, which is 2.2 million tons overall and 100 kilogram per person annually, which is a huge amount. The retail sector produces the 30% of the above mentioned amount. And next slide, please. This is caused mostly by the imperfection or cosmetic standards, then overordering or overstocking, and lastly by the expiring. Next slide, please. This is why Dole will create their Save and Save campaign, which is aimed to that their fruit loss sent to landfill from their productions 80% to reach 0% by 2025. In the framework of the campaign, Dole is going to create this platform, Green Bites. Dole business partner will register to Green Bites. They can upload their close expiring products that will end up in the bin otherwise in two different categories. They can offer their products for those in need in social institutions like shelter homes, children's homes, nursing homes for token payment, or they can offer the product to the public for discounted price. This platform is going to serve both parties' sides, meaning both consumers and customers will benefit from it because the vendors still have some profit from it, and the customers who's buying will get good quality food in low price. Besides the above mentioned services, the company will offer help with recommendations for better demand forecast. For further explanation, I will give the word to Norbert.
Thank you, Dorothy. So, dear judges, let's get a bit more into details of the solution. So let's imagine a world where no fruit will end up in the bin because Dole has come up with a solution which will significantly reduce food waste. Sounds amazing, right? So we developed a strategy for Dole, a new initiative, which is new, innovative, profit-making, and most importantly, it's sustainable. The name of this initiative is Green Bites by Dole. We are going to look at this from three sides, basically. Demand forecast, the seller side and the buyer side. And in the seller side category, we will talk about two potential sales opportunity. With this initiative, we will address a very huge problem of our modern world, which is food waste. So moving to the next slide. So let's start our solution by understanding the beginning of the process. So many small or big stores are ordering way too much product, and then they are not able to sell those products, and they will throw them away. We can significantly reduce this amount by implementing the first part of the solution, which is demand forecasting. So basically, Dole will provide forecasting to its corporate partners and help them to order the correct amounts of product. Our partners will upload their sales volumes at least every 2 weeks. Dole will analyze the data and will send the recommendations to our partners. And hopefully, at the end of the process, they will order a recommended or close to the recommended amount. So here we are mainly focusing on the smaller stores, but it can also be beneficial for those bigger partners as well. We can return to that in the Q&A section. So moving to the next slide. So of course, even with this demand forecasting, there will be products that would expire. This is where Green Buys by Dole will come to the game. So first, let's look at this from the seller side and Dole's side and the partner side. So Dole will create an application, Green Buys by Dole, where the partners can upload their close to expiry products and they can still send it instead of throwing them away. As you can see here on the slide, they can specify the product, the quantity, the quality of or condition of the product, and also the price. They can then decide on which part of the platform they want to sell it. They can either sell it for regular or end customers, or they can sell it for social institutions, for end customers for a higher price, and for social institutions for a symbolic price or even free. It's their choice. However, the most important thing is to save a lot of products. So let's have a quick look on the benefits of this solution. So basically, for Dole, it will mean a lot of cost reduction. Just think about the shipping cost. And also it will generate more income because the partners will pay 10% of all transactions to Dole as a sustainability contribution. From the buyer side, it will mean more favorable prices for high quality Dole products. And also for the seller side, it will create high customer loyalty and greater brand reputation, and obviously more revenue for them as well. All this for a more sustainable world. And with that, let me give the word to Gergő.
Thank you, Norbert. Let's shift to the user perspectives. So Green Bytes is the key to the win-win situation. We identified some consumer needs that are the most important in our perspective: cost saving, accessible freshness, convenience, and positive impact. Green Bytes by Dole can help in these needs, for example, with affordable prices, reduced food waste, and the consumers can make eco-conscious shopping decisions. The project can help the partners to reduce their waste by selling the products on our application before the end of its shelf life. You can see that on the chart before using the Green Bytes application and the dramatical change while using the application in the quantity of the goods close to the end of their shelf life. Let's take a look at the buyer process. Here's a simple 5-step buyer process. The end users have to register to the application, and after logging in, they can search and browse freely on the platform while selecting the products they would like to purchase. They can place the order on the platform, and we would like to implement Google Pay and Apple Pay in the future to make it smoother. They can take away their purchased products from these stores, and they can leave useful feedback to help us improve the platform and to help the stores to make the experience better. And let's see the key functionalities of the platform. You can see on the right side two mockups of the application. The key functionalities, as I mentioned, searching for specific types of products, takeaway option, and we would like to implement home delivery in the long run, filtering by location, condition, or expiry date. They can pay through the application, they can rate their experience, and write useful feedback. And let's take a look at the marketing perspective. I think one of the most important approaches is to educate the consumers. We would like to educate them while boosting the presence on social media to highlight the values of Dole and the Green Byte. We would like to offer discounts, for example, on the first purchases, sending personalized updates, for example, with push notifications, and implement a rewards program for the most loyal consumers. And what is Save and Save campaign, as we mentioned earlier? This campaign will be launched on the 17th of February in 2025, and will focus on showcasing Dole's latest initiative, the Green Bytes by Dole application, and with it, the closer collaboration with our partners. We want people to know what a great thing we are doing. And As you can see, we at Dole know that we are not enough alone, but with you, we can do it. And that will be the main message of this campaign. And with this, let me pass the floor to Noemi with the implementation of it.
Thank you, Gergő. Now let us look at how the project would come to life. In the beginning, the planning phase would be together for the whole platform. Then the development can go separately yet simultaneously, because those who can create websites usually don't have the knowledge to program applications. So two different teams would work on them. Shortly after starting the development, we would announce the pre-registration to the public. Around the last few weeks of still working on the website and application, we could start testing because the main parts would already be done at the time. During the testing period, we would still be able to implement suggestions and debug errors and issues. The website should be completed sooner, so it could be open to our corporate partners from around October, then a month later, green bytes to the public in November. Next slide, please. We also looked at the financial part of the platform and how much it would cost. Everything is in Canadian dollar, and I put in ranges because it could differ, the price could differ based on what is needed and how complex each part is going to be. The website would cost less, but only because it would be simpler than the application and the development will not need as much time. For both projects, the development prices would be one-time expenses, and the rest, so hosting and server, as well as maintenance and updates, would occur every year. Because each of them needs at least one database and a hosting server. After releasing them, maintenance is needed continuously to keep them running smoothly. Also, there could be costs of third-party services, for example, payment getaways. The creation process can be expensive, so how could we reduce the development costs? Some easy ways to accomplish this is to choose the right platform, keeping the design simple yet engaging. There are eye-catching pre-built design templates, and it is more cost-effective to personalize those than to create from scratch. Optimizing them for scalability from the start can lead to saving money in the long run. Scalability means it gives the program the opportunity to manage more users in the future without major updates. Next slide, please. Now let us look at what we could accomplish with green bytes and stocks monitoring together with demand forecasting. Our main goal was to reduce excess and obsolete inventory, and we believe it could go down to between 0 to 1% by the end of 2026. Dorothea mentioned that we strive to reach zero fruit loss sent to landfill by 2025, and we believe it can be achieved. Most of our corporate partners will accept our order proposals, then there will be less overstocking, certainly. What other ideas did we consider for the future? For bigger chain stores and supermarkets, a desktop version of Green Bytes would be more comfortable and practical. So later they could upload their offers on that, while consumers could still use the application. If Green Bytes will be an enormous success and there will be demand from other manufacturers, we could also include their products for a bit more contribution. Dole is present in the European market, so the platform could be extended with translation outside of Canada. Also, as Gergő mentioned, there could be a home delivery option in the future. We have reached the end of our presentation, so we would like to thank you for your attention, and we can't wait to hear your questions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for that presentation. So let's go directly into the questions. I want to start from the beginning of your presentation. You talked about a lot of the waste is from because the stores order too much, right? and then what your solution is to have Green Bites or Dole help the retailer with the demand forecasting. Can you tell me a little bit more about how that would work? Will then, I mean, example is would Dole look at their sales history and tell them how much they should be ordered, but who's responded? Would that be the order? And what happens if that Dole's forecast is wrong as well? How does that work? How do you envision that would work?
So basically, thank you for your question. It can be true that the demand forecasting system can be wrong sometimes, and I wouldn't say even wrong. It can be. It's not 100%. It's not. It will not be. I can't find the word. So there can be problems with the system, but the main point here is to improve the forecasting and also improve the amount which our partners are ordering. So if we can even reduce it by let's say 10% amount which they are ordering, that means a huge success for us, because they want that means 10% less basically potential food waste.
Well, that is, I look at it from two different perspectives. If you look at from maybe inventory management perspective, but your sales department will not be happy with you. You just cut their sales by 10%, right? The sales department's job is to market and increase sales, and at the same time, you're cutting orders. How will you deal with that? Because Dole head office or the senior management say, they're looking for how do we improve sales, increase profits, and you're telling them to cut the orders from their customers.
So yeah, it's true that it can be looked at this way, but obviously we have to consider here the cost reduction as well. So it's not just about how much they are ordering and how much we are selling. It's also how much we are saving costs. This is one thing. And the second thing is basically the demand forecasting is not just about to order less products. It can also be about order more products, because not just so many partners are facing higher demands in different seasons basically, and that's when they can order more from our product, because they will know how much to order, how much is the enough, and during those times we can sell more of our products.
Okay, thank you. The second question has to do with the Green Bites website or app. Now, today, many retailers have their own website. Your example is Walmart. Walmart has its own website selling products, and people do go online and order their groceries for pickup or delivery from Walmart. Why would they go to a second website or a separate website, the Green Bites website again, to order other things when they can order? Most consumers is going to go to a Walmart website to order their food. How would you direct them now to go to another website or app to order your Green Bites food? Why not work with them or some other way, to integrate what you do with your retailers?
It's a great question. So the advantage of this Green Bites application that we can collect the offers in a location, for example, and consumers have to use only one application to reach these offers, and they can also order it in this application. So it can help not only the large partners, but on the mid-size and the smaller partners as well, to sell these near expiring products on this application.
Also, I would like to include that many people don't have enough money to buy a lot of healthy fruit and vegetables. So it would be like a great option for them, because they will get great in a great shape these healthy products, but it won't be in the same price as they would buy it normally.
Okay, so the question is, have you considered, I mean, example, I'll use Walmart as an example, going to Walmart and say, on your website, on Walmart's website, mark, also next to your regular bananas, sell these discounted bananas because they're about to expire at a discount on their app, and somehow work that way, because then consumers can buy other things at the same time instead of going to a different website and perhaps go to a different store. So look for what's the lowest price, perhaps offer that, your option, you can buy these nice looking ones at full price, or these about to expire or maybe cosmetically damaged ones at 50% off, for instance. And order it right there, give them choice instead of having, okay, look at the Walmart price, and then I go to your website and look at what's your best price, and kind of go back and forth. Have you look at that partnership with the retailers versus making your own app and your own website?
The point you are making here with Walmart is actually very good, but we have to consider that Dole has hundreds of partners, not only just Walmart. So it's true that Walmart maybe has the most potential customers, but however, many more customers are buying those products in different places. So it's not, so if you take into account these many locations, we cannot potentially tell to customers to look at each and every website, because many smaller stores doesn't even have websites in the first place. So it was not really an option from this perspective. And also, if we tell Walmart what to do with our products and sell them in a great price, do sustainability, more sustainable, this is not Walmart's initiative, and not, we want Dole to benefit from it, to get more brand awareness, and also to the customers to look at Dole as the big sustainable firm, not Walmart and not the other stores. They are part of this this process. They are our partners, but we are the sustainable firm, Dole.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, and on your last question is about the cost. You basically you accounted for the cost of just developing the app and the website, but you did not account for selling the product at a discounted price as a cost. Why did you not include that as a cost? Lost profits, right? In a sense.
Yeah, we can look at this way as well. But the other way, how we are looking at this is, these are products which the partners and Dole would not be able to sell because they are so close to their expiry. So many products go to waste. We are aiming at these products to sell those. So potentially we would not receive any money for those products because we couldn't sell them. But with this solution, with this initiative, Dole and the partners will be able to sell them and still get some income from it, as obviously not as much as they would for a normal price, but it's still an income.
Okay. All right. That's all the questions that I have. So thank you very much for the presentation. It was very nice, and best of luck. The results will come out on December 20th. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.